Okay, so today we will discuss the total pressure and center of pressure on the inclined surfaces. Okay, in the previous video we have studied the total pressure force and center of pressure on the plane surface, but that plane surface was vertical. Okay, now today the surface is plane, but it is placed at an angle. Let us consider the angle is theta with the free surface of liquid. Okay, so here you can consider, so this line is nothing but the free surface of water. Okay, I will extend this line, and this is the free surface of water. Below this line complete water is present. Okay, and above this line air is there. Okay, now the plane surface is inclined. Okay, so I will draw one inclined line. Okay, so this is our plane surface, and which is at an angle, let us consider at theta degree with the free surface of liquid. Okay, so this is a plane surface and inclination is theta. Okay, this inclination of this plane surface is considered, or it is supposed with the free surface of liquid. Okay, so you have to take the angle between the free surface of liquid and the plate. Okay, now this plate is it is placed in such a way that, so if I see this plate from this side, if the observer is over here, then the observer will see that plate like this. Okay, so the plate having any shape, okay, arbitrary shape is there, random shape is there, you need not to worry about the shape of the this plate. Okay, and we will consider one small area of this plate. Okay, so this small area is nothing but our strip. Okay, we will first derive the force and center of pressure of this small hatching strip. Okay, and after integrating we will get the total pressure, force and center of pressure for the complete plate. Okay, so this diagram, so and if I take projections of this strip on this surface, so it will be over here. Okay, so this is the point at which the strip is placed. Okay, so I will draw one perpendicular lines with the line of this plate. Okay, so this is our reference line. This point, let us say this point is O. Okay, and the distance of this strip from the free surface of water, let us consider this distance is small x. Okay, so the strip is located at a distance of small x from the free surface of water. Okay, below this line complete water is there. Okay, so if I draw one container over here, so the container is having water, and we have placed the strip inside that container or inside that water, or we have immersed that plate inside the water in a or at an angle. Okay, or at some inclination, and that inclination is nothing but the theta degrees of inclination. Okay, now this distance is x, and this distance or distance of this strip from this O point is nothing but y, small y. Okay, so these are the this is the x distance, this is a vertical distance, and this is the inclined distance from this point O up to this strip. Okay, now we will point out, or we will consider the center of gravity of this complete plate is located at this point, and this point is CG. Our CG point is this. Okay, and this point below this CG point is our CP. Okay, so this is our CP. Okay, so this is the center of pressure for the complete plate. This is the center of gravity for the complete plate. Okay, and we are right now considering only this much strip. Okay, if I project this point on this strip, okay, so the distance of the center of gravity of the complete plate below the free surface of water is nothing but our x bar. Okay, so this is our x bar, or center of gravity of any object from the free surface of water. We take that distance as x bar. Okay, and now we will project this point, CP point, or center of pressure point. Okay, and we know that the distance of center of pressure from the free surface, so this is the point, center of pressure point of this plate. Okay, and I have drawn this the projection of this inclined plate. If I see this plate from this side, then I will see the plate like this. Okay, and we know that the distance of center of pressure point from the free surface of water is our h bar. Okay, already we have derived this x bar and h bar. Okay, so these are the two terms that we know. Okay, and now the distance of this CG point from this O point is our y bar. Okay, we will consider this distance from the O point up to the point of gravity, or up to the center of gravity, and the next distance is center of pressure distance. Okay, I will draw one line over here, so I will denote this line as YO bar. Okay, so again this is nothing but the distance of CP point, or center of pressure of this complete plate, from the O point. Okay, so this diagram we need to study. Okay, because the plate is inclined at an angle of theta from the free surface of water. Okay, now we will study how much force is coming on this strip. Okay, so the area of this strip is nothing but dA. Small area is there, that's why we have taken this as dA, and pressure coming on this plate, small strip, is nothing but dP. Okay, so this is our small pressure coming on this. So I have drawn one arrow over here so that you can see, if you can see this. Okay, so this is our total pressure coming on this small area dA of the strip, and we have shown this pressure. Okay, pressure always acts in 90 degree, or it always acts in normal to the surface. Okay, so that's why if I write this angle between the plate and between the pressure, then it will be 90 degree. Okay, so this is our diagram. And when we consider the complete plate, okay, instead of this strip, if I want to consider the complete plate, then the magnitude of this pressure will be capital P. So I will draw one arrow over here. So this is nothing but the pressure coming on the complete plate. Okay, so this is our center of pressure, this is our center of gravity, and we want to find out how much will be this h bar, then x bar, how much will be or how these distances can be calculated, that we want to study. Okay, so we will further proceed for the derivation of this complete diagram. Okay, and we want to find out the center, total pressure, force, and center of pressure. Means we want to find out this magnitude of P and location of this CP point. Exactly what will be the location of center of pressure, that we want to find out. So these two terms we want to find out. Okay, in the previous video we have found out the total pressure force. Okay, and that force was, I think I will write that force over here. So that total pressure force P is equal to, it was rho g A into x bar. Okay, so this was the magnitude of this small this magnitude of the term P. Okay, that was rho into g into A into x bar. Okay, and Cp was little bit different. Okay, it was x bar plus Ig sine square theta divided by ax bar. That was the formula. Okay, so how that formula comes, that we will study. Okay, so now consider that the inclination, we will write the given data what is there in the derivation. So inclination is theta. Okay, the free surface is this water is having one so the under the free surface of water is there, present is there, water is present there. Then at a distance of x, or area of the strip, I can write area of strip which is equal to dA. Okay, then that strip pressure coming on strip, how much is the pressure coming on the strip, that is dP. Okay, it is a small pressure force, that's why we are writing as dP. Okay, then distance of this strip from free surface, so how much is the vertical distance, so that distance is equal to, I will write over here, so that distance is x. Okay, so these are the required terms in order to find out, or in order to proceed for the derivation. Okay, so first of all, what will be the pressure intensity? Okay, intensity of pressure coming on the strip, so that intensity of pressure is equal to dP. Okay, and we know that pressure coming on this strip is nothing but rho into g into x. Okay, why? Because this point is over here, or strip is over here. Okay, so we can find the pressure coming on this point by using this formula. Okay, rho into g into x. Okay, or previously we have found out P is equal to rho g h, that was the formula of pressure head. Okay, so this is the formula. Using this formula we can find out pressure head also. Pressure head is nothing but, it is the distance of pressure or distance of point at which the pressure is acting. Okay, so that h can be find out. This h is nothing but our pressure head. Okay, so this, instead of this h, now we have taken this as x. Okay, so that's why intensity of pressure on the strip will be dP is equal to rho into g into x. Okay, so this is our intensity of pressure. Now we will find out the total pressure force on the strip. Okay, so that total pressure force we take as dF. Okay, so this dF is nothing but, we know that it is a kind of force. So force is equal to pressure into area. Okay, correct. So now this df is equal to already we take it as it is df. Now instead of this pressure we will put this value, that is rho into g into x into area of the strip. How much is the area of the strip? So that area is dA. Okay, so now this is our total pressure force coming on the this complete strip. Okay, but we know that, or by observing this diagram we can write sine of theta is equal to x divided by y. Okay, I will draw this triangle, small triangle over here. So this is our theta. Okay, this point is O point, this distance is x, okay, and this distance is y. Okay, so this is a 90 degree or right angle triangle. So we can use sine theta ratio. Sine theta is opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Opposite of this theta is x and divided by hypotenuse of this triangle is y. That's why I can write sine theta is equal to x by y, and x is equal to y of sine of theta. Correct. If I put this value of y over here, so x is equal to y sine of theta. So this ratio comes. Okay, now what I will do, I will put this value of x into this equation. Okay, so our df becomes rho g into y sine of theta into dA. Correct. So this is our equation. So I will write this as equation number 1, or instead of this rho g we can write df is equal to gamma y sine of theta into dA. Correct. So gamma is nothing but rho into g. Correct. So this is our equation number 1. Now we will move further. Now we want to find out the total pressure force on the complete area. Okay, we want to find out total pressure force on this complete area. So what we have to do, we have to integrate this equation. Okay, so integrating equation number 1, we will get integration of df is equal to integration of rho g into y sine of theta into dA. Correct. Now in this equation, what are the constant terms that we have to take outside? Okay, so what are the constant term? Rho remains constant, that is the density of the water, then g again remains constant, and our theta is remaining constant. Okay, we are not changing the inclination of this complete plate. Okay, so that's why theta remains same. Okay, so rho g sine of theta, these are the constant terms. And now integration of this y distance of this y will not remain same. Okay, if I take this hatching strip, then the y distance is correct. Okay, if the strip goes in the downward direction, or if I consider the strip over here, okay, so then distance y is going to change. Okay, and our x distance is also going to change. Okay, as the strip lowers from top side to bottom side, therefore our distance of y, this y distance, and distance of x, both distances are going to change. Okay, so this y distance is not the constant term. Okay, so we will have to integrate it, and area of the strip over here, the area is dA. If I consider the strip over here, so area will be different. Okay, so that's why we will have to take this term and this y term as variables. Okay, so this is our equation. So I can write this as which is equal to rho into g into sine of theta. So these are the constant terms into integration of y into dA. Okay, so this is our df. I have written the same equation on the next page. Okay, so this is our equation. Now what we will do, so instead of this rho g, we can write again gamma sine of theta into integration of y into dA. Okay, if you refer different books, then you can find, instead of this gamma, you can find rho into g also. That is also correct. Okay, because gamma is nothing but product of gravity and density. Okay, that is also correct. If you find some author is writing gamma directly into sine of theta, then integration of y into dA, then that is also correct. Okay, there is no problem at all. This term, as density and gravity are remaining same, the product of these two also going to remain same. Okay, so this gamma is also correct, and instead of that, if somebody takes this rho g, then also it is correct. Okay, so this is our second equation. We will put this as equation number 2, but integration of y into dA is, what is this? So it is the sum of the areas of the strip, correct, and which is equal to now integration of this dA is nothing but a. Okay, and this y is nothing but y bar. Okay, if we take integration of all the strips on that inclined plate, and if we integrate this y term, okay, so that equation is nothing but y bar. Okay, y bar is, what is our y bar? So y bar is nothing but the distance of CG from the O point. Okay, already we have studied over here. So this y bar is nothing but, so this is our y bar, which is distance from O up to point G. Okay, you can find this G point over here. So this point from this to this is nothing but our y bar. Okay, so that distance we can find out. Okay, that's why upon integration or integration of y into dA, we will get this term. Okay, y bar into y bar into a, or a into y bar. Okay, so this is our product. Therefore I can write integration of y dA is equal to y bar into a. Correct. Now we will put this integration or the value of this integration into dA in our equation of force. So what was our equation of force? So the force equation, F is equal to, so you can see over here, so this is our equation of force. Upon integration of dF is nothing but F. Okay, now this gamma as it is, then sine theta as it is. Okay, now instead of this integration of y into dA, now we can write a into y bar or y bar into a. Okay, both are the same terms. Okay, Then from the diagram we can see again over here, so angle is theta. Okay, this is y bar and this is x bar. Previously x was over here, okay, and this was the distance of y, so this much distance was y. Okay, now complete this distance is y bar. Okay, we can write up to this point, and this point in the diagram you can see this point is our point G. Okay, so this point is our point G, that is center of gravity of the plate. Okay, so now again we can write sine of theta is equal to x bar upon y bar. Okay, opposite sine of this theta is nothing but opposite side divided by hypotenuse. Again the greater triangle will be there, so using this we can find out y bar x bar sine of theta is equal to x bar upon y bar. Okay, and therefore we can write x bar is equal to y bar sine of theta, correct? So now we will put this value of y bar, so this y bar into sine of theta, we have these two terms, so our force becomes F is equal to gamma into A into, now this y bar and sine theta can be combined and can be written as x bar. Okay, so we can write this as our equation of force. Okay, so this is our equation of force and this is our equation number 3. Now you can observe this force is nothing but rho g a into x bar, correct? Instead of this gamma I can write rho into g. Okay, gamma is nothing but product of density and gravity. So the equation of total pressure force remains unchanged. The plate could be vertical, the plate could be horizontal, the plate could be inclined. There is no change for the total pressure force. So this total pressure force remains same in every condition. Okay, what are the conditions? So there are 3 conditions. First condition in which the plate is horizontal, second condition in which the plate is vertical, and third condition is the in which the plate is inclined at an angle. Okay, so in the all 3 cases F remains same. Okay, so this is our total pressure force for the inclined surface. Okay, now we will move for the next part of derivation, that is center of pressure. Okay, so this is our second part of derivation, that is center of pressure. So we will discuss what is the center of pressure for the inclined plate. So this plate is inclined. Okay, so the total pressure force on the strip so how much is the total pressure force on the strip? So that force is dF, which is equal to gamma into y into sine of theta into dA. Okay, so this much is our total pressure force. So you can see this equation over here. So dF, integration of dF is equal to gamma as it is, we have taken this y as it is, then sine theta as it is, and integration of or this dA as it is. Okay, so these 3 terms we have taken same, or dF we have taken this equation number 2 over here. Okay, now we will find out the moment on the force, moment of force on the strip. Okay, that we will find out. So that is nothing but dm Okay, moment of inertia or movement is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. Okay, so df is the force acting at a distance of y. Now how this comes, okay, I will explain. So we want to find out the movement. Okay, so for that we have to observe this diagram. Okay, so this force is coming on this point, correct, and we have to take movement about this point O with respect to, or the movement is caused because of this total pressure force. Okay, or we can write it as the force df. Okay, because of df the plate is going to move like this, okay, about this point O. Okay, so we have to find its movement. So that's why the equation of movement that we have taken, so this is nothing but the force into perpendicular distance. The force is acting at this point. Okay, so this point, at this point the force is acting, and this point is at a distance of y from O point. Okay, so that's why if I want to find out movement at the point O, and movement is caused because of the force, okay, so I will have to take the force into perpendicular distance. So using this we can write dm is equal to df into y, correct. Now upon putting the values of df, okay, now put the value of df in this equation. So dm becomes, now df is this much, okay, gamma into y into sine of theta into dA. I will put a bracket for this df term into now y, correct. So this is our y which we have kept as it is. Okay, so this is our equation of dm. So dm is equal to gamma into y into sine theta into dA into y, correct. Gamma into y is nothing but y square into sine of theta into dA, correct. We have taken this gamma as it is, then y into y is product of y, that will be y square into sine of theta into dA, that we have kept as it is. Okay, so this is our equation number 4. We put this as equation number 4. Now sum of the movements, so this is nothing but the movement, or we have taken one small strip, the hatched strip, okay, and we are rotating that strip around our point O. Okay, now if I take a number of strips along the complete plate, then I will have to integrate the movements, okay, and then I will get the movement for the complete plate. Okay, so that's why we will have to integrate this. So sum of all the movements of all such strips or all such pressure forces on the strip about the point O or about the free surface. Okay, point O is nothing but it is located at free surface, that's why we can write free surface. Okay, so at that free surface we will have to take integration. Okay, so upon integration what we will do, so integrating equation number 4, okay, we will get integration of, what is our equation number 4? So equation number 4 is over here. So this is our dm. Okay, dm, integration of dm, which is equal to integration of gamma sine theta into y square into dA, correct? Now upon integration of this dm becomes m, okay. We will take the constant terms outside of this integration, so this gamma is constant, sine theta is again constant, okay, and integration of y square dA. Already I have told why this y is a variable, okay, as the strips, as we take or as we go from top side of the complete plate from to up to the bottom side, the strips, there are number of strips, so as we take the further strips, so the area of the strip is going to change and distance from the O point is going to change, okay. So that's why we will take this as the variable terms, okay. So this comes our equation after integration. So integration of m into integration of dm becomes m, so we have taken this constant terms outside the bracket and taken the integration of this y square into dA, okay. But integration of y square into dA is equal to IO, okay. What is this IO now? This is the new term coming into picture. So this is nothing but moment of inertia about the free surface, okay. This is moment of inertia about the O point over here, okay. So this is our O point, okay. So moment of inertia about this O point for the complete strip that we can find out, okay. So that is nothing but this is moment of inertia about the free surface, okay. So that's why our equation of movement becomes gamma into sine of theta as it is. And now instead of this integration of y square dA, we will take this IO, okay. So this is our equation number 5. So by principle of parallel axis theorem, we can write this equation, that is IO is equal to IG plus A into y bar square, okay. So what is principle of parallel axis? So this point is O, okay, and one axis is passing through this point, okay, and we have taken another point and that point is our centroid or center of gravity point, okay, IG. So one axis is passing through this center of gravity point, and that's why we can write it as the IG plus this A into y bar square, okay. So now we will solve the further derivation, but before that we must consider another diagram over here. So this point is our O point, okay. Now we will have to consider the bigger triangle. This triangle is having, now this is our first triangle, is this x, this distance is y, then we have considered the second distance, that is our y bar, okay. This is the point of CG, G point is over here, and this distance is nothing but x bar, okay. Now third triangle that we have to consider, okay, and that third triangle is about YO bar, okay. So distance of this point is CP point, okay, and distance of this point from O is nothing but YO, and distance of that point from the free surface of liquid is nothing but our H bar, correct. So this is H bar and this is the end of the plate, okay. So now sine of theta for this bigger triangle, so we can write it is sine of for this triangle now. So it is x bar upon y bar, okay, and similarly sine of theta is equal to h bar upon this yo bar, okay. Therefore we can write y bar is equal to x bar into sine of theta and yo bar is equal to h bar into sine of theta, okay. So these are the two lengths from O point. So first length is nothing but it is the length of G point or center of gravity point from the O, and second is center of pressure point from O, okay. Now we will put this value of y bar in this equation. So we will get IO is equal to IG plus A into, now instead of y bar we can write x bar into sine of so this is not the equation. So after taking this y bar we will get y bar will come over here and sine theta will go below this x bar, okay, and yo bar is equal to h bar upon sine of theta, okay. Now we can write or we can put this y bar in this equation. So we will get IO is equal to IG plus A into, now instead of y bar we can put x bar upon sine of theta and square, okay. So this is our equation of IO. But using these relations we can write moment of inertia or moment of total pressure from free surface, okay. So that moment is m is equal to, it is force into perpendicular distance, okay. So force, that is the complete force acting on this complete plate, okay. So that force is our F force, capital F, into, now its distance from this O point is nothing but yo bar, okay. So movement is nothing but force into perpendicular distance. So our force is this much and perpendicular distance of this force from O point or from a point about which we are taking moment is nothing but our yo bar, okay. So we have taken these this equation and we will put this as equation number 6, okay. Now using equation number 5 and using equation number 6, in both of these equations we have found out the moment, okay. So equating equation number 5 and 6 we will get moment, left hand side of both equations is same, okay. So that's why the right hand sides has to be equal, okay. So this is F into yo bar, which is equal to gamma into sine of theta into IO, okay. So this is our equation after equating these two equations. Now we will put this value of x, then value of y bar and value of IO in this equation. So we will get, what is our f, where is our f equation? So f is equal to gamma into a into x bar. So that's why gamma into a into x bar into, now y0 bar, okay. So y0 bar is nothing but or h bar upon sine of theta, okay, which is equal to, now gamma into sine of theta into now equation of IO. Okay, so what is this equation of IO? Which is equal to IG plus, so this is equation of IO, IG plus A in bracket x bar upon sine of theta bracket square. Okay, so this is our equation after putting all these values in this equation. Okay, now we will simplify this equation. Okay, so what was our equation previously? So which is equal to gamma into sine of theta in bracket IG plus A in bracket x bar upon sine of theta bracket square bracket close. Okay, so this was our previous equation. Sorry, here A into y bar square is there. Okay, so that's why y bar square. Okay, so we have to take square of all this. Sorry, already we have taken, so square of this. Okay, so now we will just simplify this equation. Okay, so by multiplying with this term into the bracket, we will get gamma into sine of theta into IG plus again gamma into sine of theta into A x bar square upon sine square of theta. Okay, so this is our equation after multiplying with this term into the bracket. Okay, and at the left hand side we have gamma into A into x bar in bracket h upon sine of theta. Okay, so now we want only h bar. Okay, or only this h. So what we have to do? So we will have to take all these terms over here. Okay, and this sine theta term into multiplication of this complete term. Okay, so sine of theta into gamma into again sine of theta into IG. I am writing first the numerator. Okay, then gamma into sine of theta, again sine of theta into A into x bar square upon sine square of theta. Okay, so after multiplying with this sine of theta on the opposite side of equal to sign, we will get this. So this is the sine theta that we have taken from the left hand side. Okay, and this complete term divided by, now we will have to take this gamma into A into x bar. Okay, so that we will get this h or h bar. Okay, I will only write h right now, afterwards it will become h bar. Complete, for the complete body we take this as the h bar. Okay, so now see, so this gamma as it is, sine into sine of theta is sine square of theta into Ig. Okay, plus this gamma as it is, then again sine into sine of theta is sine square theta into A into x bar square. Okay, and divided by this sine square of theta. Okay, now this sine square of theta and this sine square of theta strikes out and divided by gamma A into x bar. Okay, so these are the remaining terms. Now we will split this denominator on the for the numerator. Okay, so gamma sine square of theta into Ig. Okay, divided by gamma A x bar plus, now gamma as it is, A as it is, x bar square will remain as it is, and this complete term divided by gamma into A into x bar. Okay, just I have split this denominator for this term and for the second term also. Okay, this is our h. Okay, now the gamma will strike out, and here again gamma into A and gamma into A, and this x bar and square of x bar, that will cancel out. So our h becomes sine square theta into Ig divided by Ax bar plus, and now here only remainder is x bar. Okay, so this is our equation, that is h is equal to x bar plus Ig sine square of theta divided by Ax bar. Okay, so this is our center of pressure for the inclined plate. Okay, and this plate is kept in a stationary fluid, okay, or static fluid. That's why the pressure coming on that plate, that we can find out, and that pressure is P is equal to rho g A into x bar, which is same when the plate is horizontal, then when the plate is vertical, and when the plate is inclined. Okay, only change is here, that is the position of center of pressure. Okay, so h, this is the position of center of pressure for the inclined plate when inclination is theta. Okay, when the plate is horizontal, in that case I will write on the next page, I will explain all the three cases. So our P remains same. Okay, that is rho into G into A into x bar. Okay, so there is no problem for pressure or pressure force, only change is for h. Okay, h is equal to x bar plus Ig sine square theta divided by Ax bar. Okay, so this is h or h bar, you can say, because this is the height for the complete plate. Okay, when we consider the complete plate, I will draw this diagram over here. So this is our plate which is inclined, and after taking projections, so this is our plate. Okay, so at the exact center the point is our point G, and below this there is our point center of pressure. Okay, so this is now the complete pressure force or total pressure force for the complete plate. Okay, and this is the h bar for the complete plate. Okay, now after integrating of all the strips over or across this complete plate, we can find the total pressure force and position of center of pressure. Okay, so this is nothing but the position of center of pressure, that is position of this CP point from the free surface of liquid. Okay, now I will explain the three cases for this position of center of pressure. Okay, when the plate is horizontal, okay, when this plate right now it is inclined at an angle of theta. Okay, when the plate is horizontal, this is our first case. Then when the plate is vertical, means theta is equal to 90 degree, here theta is equal to 0 degrees because plate remains horizontal. Okay, so this is our free surface of water. Okay, and if plate is like this, then the angle of inclination, now the surface, free surface of liquid and this angle both are parallel to each other, that's why angle of inclination will become 0. Okay, and second case is this plate is when vertical. Okay, already we have discussed this the derivation for this vertical plate. Okay, so here angle is 90 degree, and third case is today that we have found out when the plate is inclined. Okay, here inclination is how much? It could be anything from 0 to 90 degree. Okay, so inclination is theta over here. Okay, so h bar changes for theta. So what are the changes? We will find out. So x bar as it is plus ig. Now instead of sine square theta, I will write sine square of 0. Okay, and divided by ax bar. Okay, now sine square of 0, sine 0 is 0, that's why sine square of 0 is also becomes 0. So this term is 0 divided by ax bar. Okay, so this 0 into anything is 0, and 0 divided by anything is again 0. Okay, so x bar plus 0. So when the plate is horizontal, h bar and x bar are same. The meaning of this is that the CG point and CP point both are same. Okay, there is no difference in CG and CP when the plate is horizontal. Okay, now we will go for the second case, that is when the plate is vertical. Okay, so h bar is equal to x bar plus ig sine square of theta. Now instead of theta I write 90 degree divided by ax bar. Okay, now sine of 90 is 1, that's why x bar plus this ig remains ig into sine of 1 is 1, sine of 90 is 1 and its square is 1, so 1 square is again 1, so x bar plus ig divided by ax bar. So this is the equation for position of center of pressure when the plate is vertical. Okay, so this equation we have derived in our previous video. And now for inclination, so h bar is equal to, so this is our equation. So this is the equation in general form, that is sine square theta divided by ax bar. Okay, so this is the equation in general form. Okay, if you put the value of theta as 0, then equation becomes this much only. If you put the value of theta as 90 degree, then equation becomes this, and you put the value of theta in between 0 to 90 or 1 to 89, then the value of h can be found out by using this equation. Okay, so this is our equation of position of center of pressure from the free surface of liquid. Okay, so this is the free surface of liquid, this is CP point, so we can find out the h bar. Okay, if you have any query about today's derivation, you can let me know into the comments. Okay, so thank you very much.